The European Space Agency released this image from Gaia today, the stellar cluster Gaia 1. Just like the SOHO-LASCO coronagraphs, they've blocked the light of the main star Sirius here because for the most part, its brightness almost entirely obscures the cluster. This ESA video is from November 2017, just a few months ago, and it will allow us to reframe today's image release in a new way. The cluster in mind is over here near the pink asterisk. Perhaps veteran observers already know where we'll be going with this. In the recent ESA video, they describe a mystery posed by the cluster. It has no physical means of holding itself together under the standard model. It should have flung itself apart already. Personally, I don't think that is much of a mystery. In fact, the thing that interests me could be the answer to the mystery, the answer to the impossible cluster that refuses to fall apart. If you believed a minute ago that the feature of focus was this hook-looking feature of stars, like a candy cane of brightness standing out against the rest, you are correct, but you only get part of the story here. The feature of focus was mostly covered up in the recent ESA video, but for a brief moment between lines of text, which I've slowed down here so we can take a look at the image cleanly. Now, without the text blocking anything, you can see the candy cane and more. A line of brightness out to the left and then, at a right angle, turning up. This looks eerily like many other examples of either stars or galaxies forming on a line, respecting the position of those in line ahead and behind them, standing out due to similar brightness contrasting easily against the more variable background, revealing the structure. Coming back to today's release, we don't see the right angle structure as clearly, even if your eyes do have a better chance of seeing it now. Our brains are just reactive like that. But I also remembered that the ESA video came with a data release last year, and a paper that came along with it. There is one image in that paper that shows the brightness contrast clearly going even further than we saw before. After the hitch up, there is a hitch back out to the left. The entire structure seen previously also sticks out equally in this image, but not so much in the latest data release. If in fact it is currents or fields aligning these stars, either in formation or thereafter, then it explains not only the visible structures but the fact that it hasn't broken apart yet as a cluster. One wonders if such a possibility was considered given the fact that the lines of stars are not even noted in the information given to the public with this data release. They're not even very visible. Only the fact that they didn't know how it managed to stay together so long. Interesting. Be safe, everyone.